let us start with today's topic with different sets of tags, which where in the last session we have discussed about few inline tags. Is it right? So in today's session we will discuss on few more tags, okay, which are all very important while developing a web pages. So the first tag which I am going to explain is about image tag. So this is a tag which is used for displaying an image. Okay, so this is an inline tag. It means that it does not start on a new line. Okay, so as I said, img, which is a tag used for displaying an image, right? So how to use to display an image in a HTML document means, let me take up one simple program, HTML head title. So I am going to use image tag, right? So title to display an image. So close the title, then close the heading. And also you have to note one more point, that is you can ignore header part during the program execution. It means that it is optional for us. Okay. So next is about body part. So in body I can type some paragraph or a text to be printed, or I may directly start with the image tag. How? img. Okay. So this tag consists of two attributes, that is source. So source attribute represents where exactly that image has been located. That image file name or a path where that image is stored need to be provided. So for example, I am printing the image, this one, rose. So I need to pass that as a source. And alternate. In case I am using this tag to print some image, right? In case if that image is not existing, an alternate message has to be displayed. For that purpose, this attribute is used. So you can give some message, no image, or image not found, something. And also you have to close an image tag like this. Finally, you can end the body. Also, you can end the HTML. This is one simple program where you are printing an image using this tag. Okay. So once you run this program, you can look into the output how the image has been printed on the screen. Okay. In case if I alter this image where it is not present, something I will give a.jpg. Okay, if this file or image is not present in my system means finally it is not able to print the image. Is it right? By that time you can look into the output where an alternate message what I have given is printed on the screen. Okay. So time being, let me take this itself, rose.jpg. Okay. So along with these two attributes, there are few more attributes can be used to make an image more presentable. How means? Title. So title is an attribute which gives a caption to an image. Example, I can give a title as flower. So when you use this while printing this image, the title will be flower. Okay. Along with that, I will continue in the next line. Okay. There are few more attributes called it. which is used for resizing the dimension of an image in terms of height and width. For example, I can give height 30%. Okay, here units I am using percentage. You can make use of different units. And also one more attribute called width. Width I am using 50%. So close the tag. After modifying the statement in this way, let me run the program once again so that you can see the difference while using different attributes, what kind of output can be observed. Okay, so finally you can look into that output screen where the image has been displayed with these two set dimension, and also you can notice the title is flower. Okay, so this is all about image tag. Fine. So let us take up a next tag, that is A tag, which stands for anchor tag. Okay, so this is the tag which is used for creating an hyperlink. It means that a link which makes us to access the document in the another file or in the another path. So okay, A tag is used for creating an hyperlink. Okay, so let me take a program to illustrate an anchor tag. How means title. So what is the title to be given? For an example, to create an hyperlink. Create a hyperlink. Okay. So now in the body, what I will do, I am using an anchor tag. Okay. Here href is an attribute. This is hypertext reference. So this attribute, for this attribute you need to give a path from which you need to access the resource. For example, I want to access the document called p1.html. Okay, and then I have to provide the name. Program 1, then close the anchor tag. Okay, so now by looking at this example, you can notice here this is what we call it as destination. So destination represents where we provide a link or a path from where we need to access the document or a resource. And this part we call it as a label. So by clicking on this label, it redirects to this particular area or a document. So now let me close the body, also close the HTML. So finally, once you run this program, you can look into the output in this way. See, you can notice, right? What was the label name given? Program 1. Once I click on that, finally it redirects to the document where this is existing. Okay, so if this file is present in the folder where I am working with this program, it is easily accessible. In case this file is present in some other directory, by that time you need to pass an entire path, okay, where actually that file has been existing. Okay, so this is how an hyperlink can be created by making use of an anchor tag. There are certain applications of using hyperlink, that is A tag. For example, you can take up a first example, link to external sites. So it means that not only for the local files, anchor tag can be used for accessing external sites also. So for example, you can notice A stands for anchor tag, hypertext reference. What is that external site I am providing? I am going to visit www.mitmysore.in web page. So there I have given a label name called visit MIT. So if I put this statement instead of this statement, if I place this statement here means, you can notice the output how it is working. Okay. At the same time, few more applications are there, linked to another pages within the current site. So not only to the external site, in the current site, if you want to access any particular document means, it can also be retrieved. How? See, I want to fetch the logo of an MIT Mysore.in college. Is it right? So how do I provide a path? Logo.gif. Okay. MIT logo is the label name. So third one is about link to mobile browsers to make a call. Yes. See, by making use of a tag, there are many applications. We can make use of this tag to call. How? In hypertext reference, I am going to provide a telephone number. The label I am giving call toll free, something like that. Finally, close the tag. So once if I click on this means, the call will be made for this particular number. Okay. So next is link to mail. It means using this tag, you can also directly create a mail. How? In hypertext reference, for whom you want to send a mail, that person's mail address will be provided here, and label name something which you wish you can give here. Finally, close the tag. So by that time, once you execute this statement, it redirects you to compose a mail by recipient named as this one. Okay. So this is how an anchor tag can be useful for accessing the resources. So next is about character entities. Character entities means it is a set of characters. As you all know, we make use of alphabets, letters, digits, everything while coding a program. Is it right? So now there are certain characters which cannot be typed as it is how it is given in the keyboard. For example, I want to print a greater than symbol, or I want to print a lesser than symbol. If I want to print greater than symbol and lesser than symbol means, it doesn't works. Why? Because you can notice in this example where this type of brackets, what do we call? Angle brackets, right? And also it is greater than and lesser than symbols, right? Since these types of operators or symbols are used for specific functionalities, in order to combine it as a tag, if I wish to print as a greater than symbol or a lesser than symbol means, it doesn't works. Okay. So since for such type of characters, we have certain entities. Okay. For example, I want to print ampersand, that is address operator. So how would I use means ampersand AMP, and it has to be ended by the semicolon. By that time, this character gets printed on the screen. Likewise, if I want lesser than symbol means, I need to provide ampersand LT followed by semicolon. Like greater than symbol, ampersand GT. Then double quotes, ampersand quote. Single quotes, ampersand APOS apostrophe. I want to print 1 by 4. Okay, how do I print? Ampersand FRAC fraction 1, 4. For 1 by 2, 1, 2. 3 by 4, 3, 4. Got it? And I want to print a copyright symbol. How do I print? Ampersand copy. Then I want to print a trademark symbol. So ampersand trade. So this is what character entities are meaning. Okay. For example, let me code simple program on this. Example on character entities. Okay. I want to print lesser than symbol. So how do I print? Ampersand LT semicolon. Now you let me put it inside a bracket, okay. So now once you run this program, you can look into the output here, where the output message says that lesser than symbol, inside the parenthesis a lesser than symbol has been printed. So I have put parenthesis just to discriminate this entity. So don't think that for all entities we need to enclose within a parenthesis, nothing like that. Okay, better I will put hyphen. Okay, so this is one simple example where we are making use of an character entities. So next topic is about list. So what do you mean by a list? We normally make use of list of items, list of elements, list of data. Is it right? So it means it is a collection of some data, right? So how these data can be organized? There are three types. One is ordered list. For ordering the list items, we use a tag called OL. Okay. Second one is unordered list. That is by the tag UL. One more is descriptive list or definition list. Both are same. Definition list. The tag used is DL. Okay. So what is ordered list? So whatever the data present in the list can be ordered in the form of number, in the form of alphabets. Okay. Unordered list means which are not in order. Okay. Whereas in unordered list, since they are not in order, they can be represented by making use of bullets or circle or square. Descriptive list. So descriptive list contains name and value pair. So you will be getting by taking the example. So first let us start with an ordered list. So I am going to take an example of ordered list. So that's why the title named as ordered list. So inside a body part, I can give some text message P. What I am? List of states. I am printing list of states. This is a message I am printing on the screen. I want to implement ordered list, right? So use the tag OL. Okay. Inside this, you want to list the states. So to list them, I have to use a tag called LI. So Karnataka. Then Kerala. Every time the tag which has been opened, list tag, has to be closed. Closed. Next, list tag, and I will use Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Okay. So after that, let me close the ordered list. Finally, close the body. Also close the HTML part. So now ordered list is used, right? By default, the list will be, since you have used ordered list, by default this list will be ordered in number. Okay. So finally, when you run this program, you can look into the output. First one, the message where you can notice it is printing list of states, since I have given inside a paragraph. Then here you can notice the first item in the list was Karnataka. I have used ordered list, so the number is 1. The second one is Kerala. And the third one is Maharashtra. So this is how you can make use of an ordered list in order to order the items in the list. And here you can also modify the ordering. Here by default the order type is number, right? You can change it. How? Take an attribute called type. Instead of number, I will provide it as A. So what happens now? Instead of numbering, these will be listed in the form of ABC. Yes. After modifying, let me run the program once. So now you can check into the output. See, first one A, that is Karnataka, B, Kerala, C, Maharashtra. Okay. So since I have used an uppercase A, in case if I change it to lowercase a, again you run the program, now you can see the difference in the output. It is working. So what you can notice means the data in the list can be ordered in any way, either in the alphabetical order nor in the number. Okay. So next there is one more feasibility, that is making use of Roman literals. How means? Like this. So once you make use of this type, what happens? Check into the output. See how the data has been listed now. Is it right? So this is in uppercase Roman literal. You can change the literal in lower case. Yes. Finally check into the output. There is a difference, right? It is in the lower case literals. Yes. So this is how you can make use of a ordered list to list the items. In the same example, I will continue with nesting the list items. Yes. How you can create a nesting means, for example, yes, here I will simply make it use of OL only. So what happens? By default, what will be the sign or a symbol? Number, right? Yes. So now here is an example where we are doing nesting of list. How means? First, once you run the program, what will be the output? List of states. Under this, have created an ordered list, numbered list. First one Karnataka, second one Kerala, third one Maharashtra. After that, I am printing a message called list of districts in Karnataka. Again under that, I have used ordered list. So I have used list inside the list. This is called nesting of list elements. Okay, there I am listing the elements. So here this is ordered list, right? What happens here? What happens? Again the list of items will be numbered. By this time, since this is an opening tag, okay, so this list of data will be ordered from 1 only. Don't think that it will be continued. That is wrong. Okay. So first one Mysore, second one Mandya, third one Bangalore. After that I am going to end this particular list. Finally I am ending this list. Okay. So close the body and close the HTML tag. So finally once you run this program, you can notice the output. Okay, how it has been printed. 1 Karnataka, 2 Kerala, 3 Maharashtra, and under that I am printing message list of districts in Karnataka. Likewise, first one Mysore, second one Mandya, third one Bangalore. Finally, I have closed the list. In order to change some differences, observe some differences in this, let me modify like this. This is inner ordered list and this is outer ordered list, right? So I will use list and I will type Tamil Nadu. So now let me run the program. Now you look into the output. Is there a difference? Yes, of course. So earlier it was 1, 2, 3 and this it was 1, 2, 3. followed by fourth one Tamil Nadu. This fourth one comes under which list? This list? No. It is continuing this part of the list. So this is what you can notice nesting, how it can be achieved in the ordered list. Okay. So we will move on to next type, that is unordered list. It is also quite simple, which is similar to ordered list. Let me run it. Let me take an example. Instead of instead of OL, I am using UL, that implements unordered list. Okay. And also one more point need to be highlighted, that is how you have coded the program for nesting an ordered list. In the same way, you can code a program by replacing it with an unordered list. Okay. Yes. Okay, this is the program where we are implementing unordered list. Okay, in unordered list, what I said you, they are not in order. Okay, where those datas in the list are represented using bullets or some circles, symbols like that. Okay, so I am printing the message list of states, unordered list. By default, the type of unordered list will be bullets. So Karnataka, Kerala and Maharashtra. Let me run the program. So now you just check the output, how it has been printed. So what is the symbol used for listing that data under unordered list? Bullets, right? Yes. So this type can also be changed here by like this type. If you want circle, you can use circle. So now you run the program. Finally, observe the output. Yes, the data are printed in the circle. Is it right? So you can also change the type by square. Yes. Now run the program. Just check the output. It has been changed, right? Yes. So instead of square, I want to change the type to disk. Yes, it works. Yes. So run the program. Now you look into the output. It has been changed in ordering the data, right? Yes. So this is an example where we are implementing unordered list. So previous example I have illustrated about nesting of ordered list, right? In the same way, an UL can be used instead of OL to create a nesting of list items. Okay. So finally, we will move on to another type of list, that is descriptive list. Yes. So next is about definition list or a descriptive list. So which is a collection of names and definition pairs of each term. For example, see in this program, here in the title part, this is an example of definition list. Okay, I have changed. So this message is not required. Inside a body, what I have to use? A tag called DL, where I am defining a list. So DL is a collection of names and definition pairs of each term. Is it right? So inside this tag, we have two more terms, DT. So which stands for defining the term. DD, that describes the data. So DL means collection of names and definition pairs, right? What is the name? Coffee. Gottagtidya? So coffee is the name. So that name will be enclosed within a tag DT. Definition pair, its content will be given inside the tag called DD. So coffee, its pair is black hot drink. Okay. Likewise, one more term, that is milk. It is a white cold drink. Okay, so finally close the definition list, also close the body, also close the HTML. So finally now you run this program, you can look into the output like this. So this is all about list. Okay? Yes, the next topic is semantic elements. What are semantic elements? Okay, which describes clearly its meaning to both the developer and a browser are called as semantic elements. For example, form, tag, table, tag, so on like this, which these types of tags will be discussed in the future sessions. Okay, these types of tags are named as semantic elements, which describes clearly its meaning to the browser as well as to the developer. So there are certain non-semantic elements also. For example, div. So this is a non-semantic element which doesn't describe its meaning clearly. Okay. So now semantic structure or semantic elements means which clearly describe its meaning. Is it right? So once you look into the web page, there is some clear description about the document. So you can realize while looking at the web pages that in all the web pages there will be some heading. Is it right? There will be separate sections. There are certain articles. In the sidebar it is printing some data, and also in the end of the document I can call it as a footer where certain different informations are printed there. Is it right? So a web page has been formatted by using some semantic structure. So how that structure has been formed in this way. See, assume this is a window, okay, or a window for web page. So the first, I mean to say, the beginning of the document is limited for providing the header. In a header, we can provide the data in the form of introduction or any highlightment you want to do. Okay, that is limited in an header part. If you, in an header, if you wish to print some introduction part, or you want to add more than one or more headings, that can be given there. You want to print some logo information, that can be given there, and also you want to print some authorship information, same thing can be given inside the header part. So next is, following that header you can notice a nav. So which is used for navigation links. Navigation links which is similar to your A tag, which redirects to another resource. Is it right? So it means home. You can click on the home button, you can click on the photos, or you can click on the contact us information. So all these kinds can be given inside the navigation link. So next, under that we have where a larger area has been limited for section and article. So what is this section? Section means thematic grouping of contents, typically with headings. Let me take an example of 7th semester students. In 7th sem, I think there are about 120 to 130 students. All those students are sitting in the same class? No. We have divided into several sections. Is it right? So that is what section means. It is a thematic grouping of contents. Okay, typically with heading. For example, section A, section B, section C. So that is what section, and also it contains a heading. Article. Article means it is a self-containment content. It is independent content. You are providing some detailed information about an article. For example, you can take an example, newspaper article, blog That is an example of an article. So these things can be given inside an article tag. So also when you look into the web page, in the sidebar there will be few more contents which are related to this document or irrelated to this document. All are printed in the sidebar of the web page. So those kinds of presentation can be made by making use of the tag called aside. Okay. So following this, at the last part of the document, I mean while ending the document web page, you have a footer. This footer is the footer for the document. So what type of details it can consist of means something about contact information or copyright information, author information, authorship information, so on like that can be provided in the footer tag. And remember that in a footer tag we cannot make use of a heading tag, and also in a header tag we cannot make use of a footer tag. Okay. Along with that, one more point you have to keep it in mind. See, this is the larger area limited for providing a detailed information about a document, right? So here it can form a nesting. It means that under section an article can be given, or under article another section can be given. All these kinds of nesting is feasible. Okay. Along with that, when you open a web page, you may not see only a header, navigation, section, article, footer or aside. Along with that, you will see the figure also, right? How to add an image in a web page means you will use img tag, is it right? But for this there is one more option, that is a tag called figure. This is a tag used to print an image. So img source, you want to print rose.jpg, then alternate no image. After that, end the tag. This is how, in order to, while creating a web page, in order to display an image on the document, you can make use of a tag called figure. So using this you can display an image in the web page. Along with that, if you wish to give some caption to the figure means, you can use fig caption flower. I am using a caption called flower, then end the fig caption. Also end the figure tag. Yes. So now after displaying this image, its caption will be flower. So the fig caption is a tag used for giving the caption to an image. Okay. So along with these sets of tags or semantic elements, there are few more. Main is one more tag. So main tag consists of a document which is unique, and also remember that there will be only one main tag inside one document. Inside a document there can be only a one main document. It means all these types of semantics will be inside this main. So main is a part where it contains all the documents, all the data. So next is about detail. So details means which makes user flexibility. User on demand can open that document or close that document. Okay. So details is used for providing a detailed information. For example, note. It's similar to note. For example, I have used some term called HTML. Okay, this abbreviation may not be known to all the user. Okay, what I can do means inside this details tag, I can use a summary on HTML. Now I will close details. So now I told you, right, detail is used for providing a detailed information. Okay, on demand user can open or close that document. How means HTML. So once you run this, you can notice the symbol will be provided and anything within the HTML will be printed like this. This is a label. Okay. So when you click on this, the paragraph given inside that will be printed. Again, if you click on this, it will be closed. This is about summary and detail. Summary represents a visible heading for the details. Okay. So this is all about semantic elements. Thank you.
Let me take an example program to illustrate header, footer, section, article, main, so on like that. Okay, I have taken a program here. We are beginning with HTML tag. So I told you that the tag head is optional, so I have not given here. So start with body tag. Okay, so next, this part I will explain you later. Okay, why style tag is used, I will explain you later. Continue with the main tag. So main tag is used to why it is used to define the content of the program. Is it right? So it can appear only once in a program. Next is header tag, which is used for given heading or introduction about the content. Is it right? So I want the content in the center of the screen, so that's why I have used an property or an attribute align, and value is center. Okay, what I want to wish to print on the screen means the web programming. Okay, so you can notice the output web programming is printed in the center of the screen. After that, you have to close the header tag. Anything which you want to print it as an heading or some introduction about the topic, those things should be enclosed within a header tag. Okay. Next is about NAV, which is used for navigation to create an hyperlink. I see here you can notice I have given a link to other documents where HTML, CSS, JavaScript and PHP. So that's why a tag is used. Okay, and I want to print it them in the center of the screen, so I have specified center. So finally close the navigation tag. Next is about section. Okay, so there I am going to give an detail on browser. Okay, so the heading is browser. Okay, so in that section we have multiple articles. So open the tag article. I'm going to introduce on Google Chrome, so the details on Google Chrome. Next, when you open any web page, you can notice that there will be many hyperlinks, the introductions or sections or articles, so on like that. Along with that, in the sidebar there will be few more details which are related to the document or which are unrelated to the document. So in order to do or to give a content in a sidebar of the screen, we use a tag called aside. Okay, so that's why I have used aside tag. What I am giving means visit, that is the heading. which the content is Maharaja Institute of Technology, Mysore. Okay, so that is a sidebar, right? I don't want it to occupy all the width of, available space completely. I want to minimize it. So what I have done means, for aside I have set the style. So that is what I have given here. Style tag. Style tag is used for specifying the style for a particular tag. So what is the tag name? Aside. So what are all the properties I am going to set? Width. So in the it should not occupy complete width on the screen. I am going to modify it. So only 30% of the screen has to be dedicated for aside. Okay, float, right. So float is a property which justifies the paragraph, whether to right or whether to left. So I want it to print on the right side of the screen, so that's why I have given the value right. Font style, I want to print that paragraph in an italic form. Okay, so background color, if you wish to change, you can change. It is green. So in case if I change it for pink, see here, you can notice. So it has been changed. That's why. Okay. After that, I wish to continue few more details or articles on different browsers. So after aside, I can put a new line like this. So article on my Mozilla Firefox, likewise article on Microsoft Edge. So finally close the section. I have closed. Getting? Okay. So this is okay. So next is about figure and figure caption. So what is this figure? See here, I have given message, right? Figure and figure caption. So figure is a tag which is used for displaying an image. Okay. So as you all know that IMG is a tag used for displaying an image. So while developing a web page along with the IMG tag, you can make use of a figure tag also. Both does the same function. Okay. So IMG is a tag used source from where you want to pick the image, alternate what you want to print it as an alternate image name, and style of 50%. I have set the dimension. You can also give 100. So now you see the difference. See how it looks like. Okay, you can vary like this. Figure caption. So see here, you can notice, right? What is the caption given here? Like this, right? So you can give a caption to a figure. Also close the figure. Then details. So details means I told you, right? Which will be working on demand, open or closed by the user. See here, on demand. If I click on this web, so where I have given web, inside a tag summary. So summary tag is used for labeling the details. Okay. So now I will open. Web is a collection of websites, softwares and protocols. I will close. So this is about details tag. Finally, we are at the end, footer tag. So a footer tag, I have given centered, aligned, author information, or to contact or to mail an author, I have given information. Finally close the footer, close the main, also close the body and HTML.